In the small village of Muhia, tradition and family honor were paramount. The villagers lived by a strict code of conduct, passed down through generations. Nana, a beautiful and kind-hearted young woman, had grown up in this village, surrounded by its rich culture and customs. She was the daughter of Elder Basi and his wife, Lily, respected members of the community. Nana's family was known for their strong values and adherence to tradition. Nana and her cousin Obi had always been close, but as they grew older, their connection deepened, and they began to see each other in a different light. They tried to ignore their growing feelings, knowing their village forbade cousin marriage. But fate seemed to bring them together, and they found themselves lost in each other's eyes. They would steal glances at each other during family gatherings and community events, their hearts racing with excitement. Nana and Obi began meeting in secret, exchanging sweet words and tender touches. They knew their love was wrong in the eyes of their family and community, but they couldn't help themselves. They would meet under the old Iroko tree in the village square, stolen moments whenever they could. Their love blossomed, and they dreamed of a future together. They would talk for hours, sharing their hopes and dreams, and their love for each other grew stronger with each passing day. When their family discovered their secret, they were met with fierce disapproval and anger. Nana's parents, especially her father, were livid and threatened to disown her if she continued seeing Obi. The family's honor was at stake, and they couldn't allow such a taboo relationship to tarnish their name. Nana's mother, Lily, was heartbroken, feeling betrayed by her daughter's actions. She had always taught Nana to respect tradition and family values. The community joined in, shaming and ostracizing the young lovers. Nana and Obi faced ridicule and isolation, but their love only grew stronger. They knew they had to make a choice, obey their family and village or follow their hearts. The villagers would whisper and point, calling them names and condemning their love. Nana and Obi were determined to make their love work, despite the odds against them. One day, Nana and Obi decided to defy their family and village traditions. They secretly married in a small ceremony, surrounded by a few close friends who had stood by them. The ceremony was performed by a traveling priest, and they exchanged vows in a quiet, intimate setting. They thought their love was strong enough to overcome any obstacle. After their wedding, Nana and Obi faced a new reality. Their family and community shunned them, and they were forced to live on the outskirts of the village. They struggled to make ends meet, and Nana's parents refused to support them. The young couple was determined to make their love work, but the odds were against them. They faced poverty, hunger, and loneliness, but their love kept them going. Tragedy struck when Nana suffered a miscarriage, losing their first child. The couple was devastated, and their community saw it as a sign of the curse that came with cousin marriage. The villagers believed their love was punished by the gods, and Nana and Obi began to doubt their decision. They felt guilty and ashamed, wondering if they had made a mistake by defying tradition. Nana became pregnant again, and they were overjoyed. But their happiness was short-lived, as their second child was born with a rare genetic disorder. The couple was heartbroken, and their community saw it as further proof of the curse. Nana and Obi were torn between their love for each other and the suffering their love had brought upon their family. They felt like they were being punished for their disobedience. As their child grew older, Nana and Obi began to experience strange occurrences, unexplained noises, ghostly apparitions, and vivid dreams. They knew their love had consequences, but they never imagined it would be this severe. The couple was terrified, unsure of what the future held. They felt like they were being haunted by the spirits of their ancestors, angry at their disobedience. Nana began to unravel, unable to cope with the guilt and shame of their forbidden love. She became paranoid and isolated, pushing Obi away. Eventually, she ran mad, roaming the village and forest, screaming and laughing uncontrollably. She would often be seen talking to herself, reliving moments from her past, and begging for forgiveness from the gods. The villagers feared her, believing she was possessed by evil spirits. Obi tried to reach out to her, but she pushed him away, refusing his help. Nana's madness consumed her, and she became a shadow of her former self. The villagers, bound by tradition and the gods' decree, refused to intervene. They believed Nana and Obi's love was cursed, and only sacrifices could lift the curse. The village elder, Tenny, revealed that the only way to lift the curse was through sacrifices. Obi was forced to make a terrible choice: offer their second child to the gods or watch Nana descend further into madness. Obi made the impossible choice, and their second child was taken deep into the forest, never to be seen again. The villagers believed this sacrifice would restore balance to their community. Obi was torn, his heart heavy with grief and guilt. Obi was consumed by grief and guilt, wondering if he had made a mistake. Nana's condition remained unchanged, her mind lost in madness. Obi was left to grapple with the consequences of his decision. Obi knew he had to leave the village to escape the curse's grasp. He hoped that their separation would bring peace to Nana's troubled mind. Nana, still lost in her madness, barely noticed Obi's departure. Years passed, and Obi returned to the village, his heart filled with a mix of emotions. He had left to escape the curse's grasp, hoping that their separation would bring peace to Nana's troubled mind. Now, he returned with a sense of trepidation, wondering what fate had in store for him. As he entered the village, he was met with warm smiles and open arms. The villagers, who had once shunned him, now welcomed him back with a sense of gratitude. They knew that his sacrifice had broken the curse, and they were eager to make amends. Obi's eyes scanned the village, searching for the one person he longed to see. And then, he saw her, Nana, radiant and whole, her mind finally at peace. The separation had indeed broken the curse, and she had ceased to be his wife in the eyes of the gods. Nana's eyes sparkled as she saw Obi, a hint of a smile playing on her lips. She had long since recovered from her madness, and was now living a life free from the shackles of the curse. Obi's heart swelled with joy, knowing that she was finally at peace. The villagers gathered around, eager to celebrate the reunion. They shared stories of Nana's recovery, of her newfound strength and wisdom. Obi listened, his heart filled with pride and love, knowing that she had found happiness without him. As the sun began to set, Obi approached Nana, his eyes locked on hers. They exchanged a gentle embrace, a symbol of their newfound friendship. They knew that their love had been forbidden, but they also knew that their sacrifices had set them free. In that moment, Obi realized that their story was not one of tragedy, but of redemption. They had faced the darkness of the curse, and had emerged stronger and wiser. And as they stood there, surrounded by the villagers, they knew that their bond would forever be a testament to the power of love and forgiveness. The day of the family's reunion had finally arrived, and the village was abuzz with excitement. Obi and Nana, once estranged, were now officially returning to their family's embrace, though no longer as husband and wife. The villagers, who had once shunned them, now welcomed them back with open arms and warm smiles. As Obi and Nana entered the family compound, they were met with a sea of familiar faces. Nana's parents, Elder Bassi and Lily, stood at the forefront, their eyes shining with tears of joy. Nana's siblings, Dima and Coco, rushed forward, embracing their sister and former brother-in-law with tight hugs. The family's reunion was a moment of pure joy, a testament to the power of forgiveness and love. They knew that Obi and Nana's love had been forbidden, that the curse had sought to tear them apart. But they also knew that their sacrifices had broken the curse, and that their family was now stronger because of it. As they sat down to a feast of traditional dishes, the family shared stories of their struggles and triumphs. Nana spoke of her journey towards recovery, of the long nights and dark days she had faced. Obi spoke of his travels, of the wisdom he had gained and the lessons he had learned. Their parents spoke of the strength and resilience of their children. Though Obi and Nana were no longer together, they had both found happiness in their own ways. Nana had found love again with a kind and gentle man named Edom, and Obi had found solace in a new love, Sika. The family welcomed them both with open arms, grateful for the love and joy they had brought back into their lives. As they raised their glasses in a toast, they knew that their family's bond was unbreakable, that their love and forgiveness had conquered even the darkest of curses. And so, they celebrated, their hearts full of joy and their spirits lifted by the power of love and redemption. Years passed, and the village of Muhia began to heal. The wounds of the past slowly faded, like the scars on a tree that had weathered a storm. Obi and Nana's story became a cautionary tale, a reminder of the devastating consequences of defying tradition. But as the villagers looked to the future, they realized that their stories were not defined by a single moment, but by the courage to move forward, to love again, and to forgive. The villagers gathered to celebrate their collective healing and new beginnings, their faces radiant with joy and hope. They reflected on the stories of Nana and Obi, whose love had been fraught with challenges due to the curse. Though their love had not prevailed, they had both found happiness and redemption in their own ways, Nana with Edom, and Obi with Sika. The villagers drew strength from their examples, knowing that their own paths forward would be shaped by the choices they made and the love they shared. As the sun set over the village, casting a golden glow over the thatched roofs and the bustling streets, the villagers knew that they had finally found peace. They had faced the darkness of the curse, and had emerged stronger and wiser. And as they gazed up at the stars, they knew that their own stories would continue to unfold, a testament to the power of love, forgiveness, and the human spirit.